Is a plea deal in the cards for a county prosecutor accused of drunk driving? Addison County State's Attorney Eva Vacos was charged with driving under the influence after state troopers say she drove to the scene of a homicide investigation intoxicated back in January 2024. Channel 3's Cam Smith was following this for us and was in court today. Cam, what can you tell us?
Well, Kat, after several different conversations behind closed doors, today's hearing concluded with the framework of a plea deal for Eva Vacos. Judge John Pacht met in chambers with both Vacos' attorney David Slay and Assistant Attorney General Rose Kennedy multiple times this afternoon. He said Vacos would plead no contest to the charge and likely be given a deferred sentence of probation. When addressing the case in open court, Pacht said he's inclined to approve of the plea deal over the state's objection for a number of reasons, including how long the case has been pending and because Vacos already served the suspension of her driver's license and completed necessary programming.
Most importantly, that in fact this resolution is more onerous given the length of time she's been out without it than would your typical resolution of a driving under the influence with somebody who had admitted a civil if done in either Addison or Chittenden County.
Vacos, who again is being represented by David Slay, had come to court today to argue that the case should be dismissed outright. Slay says the state's case against her is weak and says there's little to no evidence to indicate that Vacos was in fact under the influence and that Vacos has been, quote, disproportionately shamed during this process. The Attorney General's office, again, which is prosecuting this case, says they are still opposed to a deal. They say in court filings, nobody is above the law, even those who are tasked with upholding it. They will be given a chance to argue their position at a later hearing. Darren.
Thank you, Cam Smith. Starting